That'd be absolutely devastating.
This is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my ass while I win this match.
All right, what's happening, everybody?
Welcome to how's it going, guys?
Hello.
Gonzo'S Wrestling Room, Monday, 2/23/26. I'm Chris Gonzo'S, joined by Marcus Fine, OG Tony, TJ Powers, and Shane COWSERT. How's it going, fellas?
It's going.
Got a lot of wrestling knowledge in here today with us. We'll talk to these guys here in just a little bit. Hopefully everybody's having a good day. I can guarantee one thing: this show is going to be a good show. Unlike the train wreck I was on earlier today, so I can't even go into that. That was horseshit. But we'll go on.
I got to go back and watch some more funny. Okay.
Oh, yeah. It was long. It was
sound like a blooper reel.
It was bad. It was horseshit. But anyway, Marcus, let's go to you with the Marcus Fine Independent Wrestling Report.
Okay. First off, I got prayers. As you can see, Warren Misery is not on today. He contacted me about an hour and a half ago. He had one of his high school friends pass away. I don't know if he just found out. So he said he would not be in the right mind frame, and I fully understand that. So,
yep.
Then I have Christopher Bob Steele, who's recovering from eye surgery. Ricky Guns' son had croup and COVID. I assume he's doing okay now. Brent's mom recovered from brain surgery. And the Curefoot family had a house fire. Now, we know the Curefoot family as the 5 or 6 ladies that show up at a lot of shows. I'm sure we all know who we're talking about.
Yep.
Mom, daughters, granddaughters, and now anyhow, we know who we're talking about. They had a house fire this past week. So prayers to all of them. Okay, then I have birthdays. But first off, we want to wish happy anniversary to Mr. Tony Gonzalez and his wife, Janice, who just celebrated their 40th anniversary when? Saturday?
Saturday, yes.
So,
congratulations.
Congratulations. You don't tell nobody anything. I have to find out from your wife, but we got it.
Yeah, it's only been 40 years, but it seems like 60.
Yeah, that's not what she said.
If she's been dealing with you, it had to have been 60 years.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay, then we got birthdays. Let's see. On Monday, today, we have AACW's Paul Sampson. He helps with the AACW shows. Tuesday, One Man Crew. Thursday, our very own Kelly's birthday is on Thursday.
Happy birthday, Kelly.
She's not feeling well either. This arthritis, this weather is killing our arthritis. It's something fierce.
Yep.
So, prayers for that. This weather
sucks, Marcus.
You're telling me. So pray for Kelly, and her birthday's on Thursday. Casey Stark's birthday's on Thursday. Mrs. Cousin Cooter's birthday, Nikki's, is on Thursday. And Shelby Gillespie, who runs the kickstand in Danville's birthday's on Thursday. Friends of the podcast, Calamity Jane's birthday's on Friday. Jordan Dye's birthday's on Friday. And NGW superfan Tina Frazee's birthday's on Sunday. So happy birthday to all of them.
Hello, Justin Danger.
Yep, I talked to him a little bit ago too. So, okay, I got 4 sets of results. I'll cover the shows that I was not at, and then I'll cover the show that I was. First off, thanks to Wes Ryan, WCWO at the Outlaw Arena on Friday. Territorial champion Zach Nova defeated Jay Steele in a non-title match. Pogo defeated Johnny Blaze, and the winner gets to decide the stipulation for this Friday coming up. Gunslinger champion Mark Magnus defeated David Light, non-title. Andre Stray and Kenneth James defeated Timmy Jackson and the Waterboy. Zay Gates defeated Pharaoh King and Eric Onyx. Maliko defeated ZJK. Cruiser and Jensen defeated the tag champ Slaughterhouse and Mike Noble and Phoenix in a non-title match. And the Outlaw champion, Brody BODKINS, defeated Kurt Bruce and Cameron Saturn in an all-title match. Okay, then I got a set of results for the show we have not covered before. Thanks to Josiah Glenn, Elite Pro Wrestling's Arise from Odin, Indiana on Saturday. These are tapings for their YouTube podcast, 3s and 4s. So episode 3 saw match 1, tag team qualifier, 2 Cold Aces, which is Ace Stetson and Rico Jones, defeated the Academy of Fire Arts. Show up.
Oh, Lord.
I could turn it off.
Hey, yeah, Jared Berg, you can bite me.
If you don't like what you turned on, turn it off, bitch.
Well, there went your show, Tony. But anyhow.
Yeah.
So that's one. Again, tag team qualifier, 2 Cold Aces, which is Ace Stetson and Rico Jones, defeated Kendall Fire and Jay Glenn by a pinfall to earn themselves a match at the Fire Arts Tag Team Championships next month. Match 2, triple threat. Jesse Hart defeated Draco X Mortis with Mago and Pharaoh King with Freddie the Bear by a pinfall. Match 3, the EPW Alliance Cup Tournament Round 1 match. DD Jinx defeated Blaine Black via pinfall to advance to Round 2. Then episode 4 saw match 1, the EPW Arise Cup Tournament Round 2 match. Dalton Davis defeated Coda Colmilio via pinfall. Tournament 2 match, DD Jinx defeated Mike Caminio by a pinfall. See, I'm not familiar with these names. And the main event, EPW Championship Bull Rope match. Clayton Clark defeated Colby Jack by touching all 4 corners to retain the title. And all those will be soon uploaded to their YouTube page. Full commentary and unseen backstage segments. Okay. Then thanks to Caitlin Bolton, FEW Aftershock, Sulphur Springs, Indiana yesterday. And Zulo defeated Robin Kennedy. Jake Bailey defeated Brendan Balling. Ricky Guns defeated Jackson Morgan. Brandon Day defeated Anthony Toatelli. The Empire defeated Eric Surge and Andre Stray. Hank Calhoun, Johnny Blaze, and Mike Noble to become the new FEW Tag Champions. Matthew Grant defeated Elijah Arrows to unify the Mid-Continental title and the North American title. And Donovan Cecil defeated Ashton Adonis to become the new FEW Heavyweight Champion. Okay, that was the shows I was not at. Then Saturday, WCWO returned to Frankfort, Indiana. I had the pleasure of commentating with one of our co-hosts here Saturday, Mr. TJ Powers. Funny story there is Wes Ryan walked over to us and gave us this list of rules of our do's and don'ts on no cussing and a lot of rules, and we got to laughing at him, but we did what we wanted. We did what we wanted to anyway. Me and Hog have had our rules read off to us too, so
yeah, that's why they won't give me a live mic with you.
I don't know if me and TJ will be commentating anymore together either. We'll see. So
it wasn't that bad. We were pretty good about it. I mean, it was what it was.
So anyhow, we see some new faces. Austin Shawn defeated Jake Ullman. Josh Lewis defeated CJ Cyclone. Cameron Saturn defeated Juan Sanchez. The Highlight Reel defeated Maliko and Vlad Tempest. Mike Noble defeated Waterboy. The Gunslinger champion Mark Magnus defeated Zay Gates, David White, BJK, Christian Cash, and the territorial champion Zach Nova in a scramble match. None of the titles were on the line. I'm not even reading those yet. Brody BODKINS defeated Phoenix to retain the WCW Outlaw title. And Slaughterhouse defeated the 2 Loud Strays and the James Gang in a triple threat no DQ match. They retained the titles. So very good night of Frankfurt they had. What do you think, Tom?
Jerry Bird. There you go.
What's up, House?
Hey, House.
So how's everybody doing today for Monday?
About 150 people there. When you think, TJ, it was a pretty packed house.
It was a pretty full house. I mean, compared to what our first show was there, I mean, the people really they came out. They wanted to see what's going on. All I got to say is, and no offense to the gentleman here with us, but WCWO's on a roll, and I mean, shows are coming out of the woodwork. Just like it reminds me from being back in the day. So
That's awesome. Yeah, I talked to Joey a week or so ago, and he told me things were going crazy. He told me a little bit, not a lot, but yeah, I can't
Well,
repeat what was told, but things
we
are
got
going very,
one
very
week
well.
coming up. We got like 4 shows in a week.
Yep. You
So
guys are doing great.
I know the photos I saw of the Frankfurt show. It looked like it was packed.
Yeah, look pretty good.
it was pretty close. I mean, I think we were close to full. I mean, I don't know what the seating capacity was there. I didn't pay no attention. Go figure. But I didn't see many empty seats, and because me and Marcus were sitting out there all night too. So,
Yep.
I mean, people enjoyed it.
Marcus, what was your match of the night?
Oh man, I had I hate to say it, well, I had a couple more bathroom breaks. I don't want nobody to think that I'm not wanting to watch matches, but when you get to be my age, some things just kind of happen. And thank you to TJ for letting me out 2 or 3 times. It's like, dude, I got to go. But anyhow,
Yep.
I don't know. It was a solid show where we seen some
breaks, or was it just because you just wanted to get up?
No, they were bathroom breaks. It's one of them. You got to go when everybody's in the arena, because just because you say it's a handicap stall does not make it a handicap stall. Just because you stick a bar up in there does not make it a handicap stall. So,
I mean, I don't know.
man, that's a good.
I don't
question.
know if there was really what we could call out a.
Highlight reel.
I guess it would have to have been the one with Zach and Marcus and Zay and the 4-way or whatever that was.
Yeah, that was good.
That was probably one of the top matches. The new kid Shane, the Austin Shane, I guess it's his name, against Jake Odom. He put on a great show working with Jake. It was a really good match and really solid. So,
Vlad Tempest was pretty good too. That guy come out in a spaceman's helmet. He had a big
just come nothing else. He was the strangest one of the night, anyway.
Yeah, because he had this big old looked like a big old gumball glass over his head.
Yeah,
he had a coffin on his shirt. I mean, I wasn't quite sure what was going on there, but he did all right.
Yeah, I mean, he was a nice guy. I met him in the back and everything. I didn't really talk to him about his character too much, but yeah, it was a little odd.
Reggie said you guys had nearly 200 fans. So,
well, how would he know? He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
I don't know. Probably what he was told. Who knows with Reggie?
Well, here's the thing, though. If anybody else would know, it would be Reggie, because he does communicate with Kid quite a bit.
We like to give Reggie a hard time.
Hello, Damien DeVille.
Yeah, I do too.
Well, Chris, you ready to do these GWR end of the year awards? Get that done, and then we'll talk to these gentlemen here.
Okay.
And,
I don't have graphics made up for tonight.
Okay, that's fine.
I'm gonna get them made up and post them like I did last week, but I don't have them to put up on the screen.
We'll start, Marcus, if it's okay with you. We'll start with tag team of the year for 2025.
I remember I got Kelly's here. Now, I did not get Warren's, so
okay.
I didn't think it was right to ask him. Okay, tag teams. You want me to do mine first? Kelly's first?
Yeah, go ahead. Yep.
All right, we'll do Kelly's first. Let's see. She had at number 5, The Two Loud Strays. At number 4, Oh So Delicious. Number 3, The James Gang. Number 2, Cold Hard Cash. And number 1, Family Over Everything. Let's see. Mine was James Gang at number 5, FOE at number 4, Cold Hard Cash at number 3, Slaughterhouse at number 2, and The Two Loud Strays at number 1.
Okay. Chris, you want to read ours off? GWR, me and Chris?
Yes, ours was 5, Oh So Delicious, 4, Two Loud Strays, 3, Cold Hard Cash, 2, Family Over Everything, and 1, James Gang.
Okay. And let me say real quick, because ours is a little bit different from Marcus's. And the reason is me and Chris was only out for about half the year last year. We was out from about January to about end of May, June or so. So we only did about 5-6 months. So that's all we're basing it on. We're not basing it on stuff we didn't see. We're just basing it on what we've seen at that time. Just want to let everybody know that. Okay, next up, Babyface of the Year, Marcus.
Me. Oh.
Okay. Kelly has, hang on there, about dropped it. Okay, number 5, Christian Cash. Number 4, Damian DeVille. 3, Andre Stray. 2, Zach Nova. And number 1, Mark Magnus. Mine was Jackson Morgan, Zay Gates, Mark Magnus, Christian Cash, and Zach Nova.
Okay, and Chris.
All right. 5, we had Elijah Eros. 4, Too Loud Timmy Jackson. 3, Brody Botkins. 2, Zach Nova. And number 1, Andre Stray.
Okay. And let's go to the heel of the year.
Me. Oh.
That could
I'm
be.
trying to get a vote. Shit.
Oh, you're waiting on me.
Marcus?
See, he's got to tell me what to do here. Let's see. Number 5, Number 5, Christopher Bob Steele. Number 4, Jordan James. 3, Mike Noble. 2, Jeremy Hagley. And 1 is Nerd. Mine is
No.
number 5, David Light. Number 4, Maliko. 3, Tanner Kelly. 2 is Nerd. And 1 is Mike Noble.
I'm wide awake, Mike.
Mike must just not have nothing going on right now. He's sitting in his squad car going, I'm gonna watch this.
He's probably in his bathtub like he was at one time.
Oh, I don't now that's more information than I needed.
That's why he's not guest hosting.
All right. Which category were we on?
Heels.
Heel.
All right. Number 5 is Nerd. 4, Cody Lee. 3, Jared Kripke. 2, War Ready Maliko. And number 1, Jeremy Hadley.
Okay. Next up, match of the year.
Okay, Kelly only had 3. See, I keep track of them, and she's going by memory. She had number 3 at Zach Nova versus IK3 at WCWO, JKO and Reggie at WCWO, and Nerd versus Kong at AACW. All right, I gotta find mine. Oh, there they are. Okay, I had to cram a bunch into a small space. Number 5 was a tie between Logan Myers versus Chavo Guerrero at WCWO, and then Logan Myers versus Elijah Arrows at FEW. And number 4, Jesse Winchester versus JB at Warrior Pro. 3 was Zach Nova versus Jordan James at WCWO. Maliko versus Andre Stray twice at WCWO. One was at PopCon, the other one was at the dog benefit show or whatever that was. And number 1, Cobra versus IK3, AVW.
That was a good match. I was there for that one.
Yeah.
And Chris, match of the year.
All right. Number 5, Brody Botkins versus Phoenix at WCW Unrated.
That was ugly.
That was ugly. I remember being out there after the match trying to help get glass out of Phoenix's bag. Number 4, Dex Royal versus Mr. Anderson at WCW Thunderstorm. 3, Logan Myers versus Chavo Guerrero, WCW Thunderstorm. Number 2, Maliko versus Rachel Armstrong. Or wait, no, I think that you have that wrote down wrong. I think it's Maliko, Rachel Armstrong versus Jordan James.
Yep.
Zay Gates versus.
It was a
Damian
6-way
Rowe.
Oh,
match.
you mean at Comic-Con?
Yeah, it was a 6-way.
Okay, yeah. At Comic-Con, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Because you didn't write that down on this paper. And then number 1 was IK3 versus Rachel Armstrong at WCW Thunderstorm.
Okay, and last up, guys, show of the year.
Okay, we'll go with Kelly's first, then I got to explain how I do mine. Number 5, she had Cagemas. 4 was the Gridiron Show for AACW. Number 3 was the Bikers Club show at AACW. Then she had Thunderstorm and Unrated from WCWO. Okay, now I do mine a little different because I go not only by what the matches bring, but also what the crowd brings. Because if the crowd's into it, then you know you're putting on a good show. I've seen some more I would think was cruddy matches, but if the crowd's into it, then it's a whole different ball game. So they're not playing to me; they're playing to them. So, all right. So at number 5, I had a tie. Warrior Pro Wrestling's number 40 and show number 48. Number 4 was WCWO's Last Rites. Number 3 was an out-of-state show, the Triple Crown Wrestling Hall of Fame show in Kentucky. Then I had a tie at number 2, the MIMC, that's the Milwaukee Iron Motorcycle Club AACW show, and the Gridiron show AACW, that's at number 2. And then at number 1 was Thunderstorm and the Hardcore show for WCWO.
Okay. Well, we had a lot of fun going to all these matches and shows, so we appreciate everybody that tunes in to us. And when we are showing, I forgot, didn't I? Sorry, Chris.
What's that?
I was skipping ahead. Chris hadn't done ours yet. I'm trying to cut Chris off here. Go ahead. Yeah, you might want to do ours, Chris.
Okay, at number 5, we had a tie as well, like Marcus. We had Frankfurt WCWO March 24th. I think that was the first show at Frankfurt in
10 years.
Yeah, how many years? A long time.
10 years.
And also the WCW unrated show, both at 5. Then number 4, Comic-Con Day last year. Number 3 is going to be Comic-Con Day 1. And number 2, Comic-Con Day 2, all with WCW at the Comic-Con last year. And then show of the year, WCW Thunderstorm, which was the biggest show we've ever part of. Over around 1,000 fans there in the building. Yeah, that was just an awesome show. It was so loud. Even with the microphones and the headsets, we were still almost screaming at each other, so you could hear. It was pretty cool.
It was crazy. It was something else. Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in for that, and hopefully we're going to have a great year.
Wasn't that at the Royal Rumble weekend?
Yes.
I think it was,
yeah. SmackDown was going on right down the street, sold out.
Yeah, we ran against SmackDown. That's straight up, heads up on SmackDown. Yes, we did.
Well, you ran across another group down on Irvington Avenue too, but hopefully we won't talk about that. But
well, there was. Now we weren't the only show that weekend. There was other people that was trying to, It was amazing what happened at that Thunderstorm show. I mean, like I was laid up, because I was still out with the broken leg and stuff. And, to sit here, not being able to attend the Royal Rumble and see that shit and then see tuning in to watch that show and see some of that shit, see the pictures and stuff like that. I was really surprised and I was really, really overwhelmed, man, and really proud to see that, Joey pulled something big like that off, with everybody in the, WCWO. I mean, that was amazing. Everybody done a swell job with it. I was very proud to, be part of, knowing how much of a struggle it's been from past years to see something like that was actually pulled off and amazing. Proud. Beautiful. But sorry to cut you off, OG, but.
Oh, you're fine, man. I agree 100%. Marcus, you said you had a question for these.
No, I don't have a question, but if we're ready for these guys, I got history time.
Okay, go ahead. Do some
today is the 41-year anniversary of me attending my first live show. That's the one that had Bobo taking off.
You started going to shows right before I got started in the business.
Barely, yeah.
Yep.
And then I talked to Shane a few days ago. Frankfurt had a show Saturday, but 30 years ago, Frankfurt had a show on a Saturday, and our own very own Shane Hogg down here was on that show. So, Chris, if you want to show that first poster, the poster first. As you can see, Mr. Little Hogg there is in the main event with J.R. Hogg and Playboy Johnny Lee and Big Bubba. So you see Bobby Colt's on that show, Dice Man's on that show, Quicksilver's on that show.
Silver.
Honestly, I want to probably put money that TJ was probably on that show too somewhere.
He could have been.
Yeah.
We have to find the results. They're hidden in the. They're back up there in the.
I mean, TJ was one of the mainstays that Johnny used all the time. You know, I mean, TJ was a big part of Johnny's shows. Almost every show that was there. TJ was almost his shows. Yeah. So I mean, that 30 years, man. To me, I mean, like when I seen that poster, I was like trying to figure out, because when you actually told me that, you know, I mean, it says Playboy Johnny Lee and then Big Bubba. Well, you know, I didn't realize at that point in time when Bubba and JR had actually split, and JR was, because I mean, we were trying to figure out if JR was doing the hillbilly gimmick. But I don't think he was, because I think at that time he was trying to do something different to try to lean in with Johnny. And I think that's actually before Johnny actually started doing the like, he was still walking Ronnie out to the ring and stuff like that.
Yeah, he
Right.
was.
Right.
I think that Bubba
Wasn't that
played
right
with
before he started doing his Sheik bit?
No. That was Sheik was way before. Sheik was one of the first things that he ever done, and then he went to Playboy. He went to Playboy Johnny Lee, and then that's when he was with Dice, and then there was when JJ Bounty Hunter and, you know, all the guys come in like that. So yeah, he was the manager of, you know, most of those guys. But Sheik was the very first gimmick that he played, because he was, for years he was the mysterious Sheik, where he wore the hood, and then he come out of the hood after the original Sheik had come down here. And my understanding was that what broke that was basically where he took the hood off was, I guess, him and Sheik had gotten into it over pay or something. Like, I think that Sheik had come in and demanded some more money or something on the
I was at the show. I can tell you what happened.
And Johnny always had a loaded gun ready. You know, I mean, he always had it in his briefcase.
Well,
but I'm not for sure that he would have ever went to that route. That would have ever, you know, it wouldn't have never got that bad, I don't believe.
Well, no, because to be honest with you, that show actually, what happened was the Sheik got mad because he was doing the Sheik gimmick. The Sheik actually took his gear when the Sheik left. He took Johnny's gear with him. Okay. And me and Johnny had a falling out because he called me like last minute to replace somebody. I go up and do the show, and then I go to get paid, and he goes, "Well, I didn't guarantee you nothing." "Yeah, you did. You guaranteed me whatever that guy was making." I damn near had to whip his ass and his dad's.
Right. I mean,
no, nothing against. Here was he was a good dude. I loved working for him. But we all know how this business is. You don't play games with your people's money.
Yeah, no, I mean that's true, because there's a lot of them. You know, I mean, like I said, a lot of people like would talk in the past with me about, you know, not hitting booking fees, and like I would never talk to people about booking fees. I just say, "Hey, do you want the show?" They'd say, "Yeah," if they booked the show. They never told me they had a booking fee, you know. And I mean, it's like then everybody would go down and say, "He never pays nobody." Well, motherfucker, we never discussed money. Like, nobody ever said, "Hey, I want $50 to come in." I said, "You want the show?" They said, "Yeah." Well, okay, you know, I mean, be on the show. So, you know, I mean, I'm a firm believer that, you know, I mean, everybody, you know, everybody's working off the door. You know, we everybody, we share the wealth. That's
But
why
you know,
and
and I agree with you. That's the way. But a lot of times, I mean,
right, certain people have that booking fee, and you know, I mean,
and here's the thing: I never had one. They just said, "Hey, I'll give you X amount of dollars. You want to come in and do a show? Sure, I'm coming. I'll be there." And I really never even argued my pay with anybody. I mean, I drove to Chicago. I don't know. I mean, I spent a lot of time in Chicago, and I never argued about anything. You want to pay me this? I'll take it. I'm not.
What was your guarantee at the time when you were?
When I was back when I got started,
when you were the superstar TJ Powers with the long dark locks and all that
so
shit.
you're talking like right after Bruiser passed away?
Yeah, I'm talking like right, like right in probably
The early '90s.
yeah, early '90s,
I,
mid '90s.
I averaged anywhere between 50 to $100, $150 a show.
Right,
It just depends. You see, a lot of times it depends too, because I was tagging with Dice, so
right.
it had a lot to do with that. And then with, but the thing for us is we didn't have all this. It was all word of mouth. I'd be sitting at home, get a phone call from somebody, and they go, "Hey, I got a show and so. I'll give you this. You want to come and do it? All right, I'll see you then." I just wrote it down and went on.
Well, I mean, the thing about it is, the business has changed so much since the time, like Marcus said, this is 30 years ago with that poster, right? And, I can remember back when I was 1992, when I was freshman or when I was a senior in high school. That's when I started the business. That's when I started inside the business. Johnny's like, "Hey, when you going to start? Come in." I'm like, "Hey, man, I'm ready now. Graduate from high school. Do whatever. Here we go." And I can remember many times that here sitting at the armory watching, you and Dice and Bobo. And at that time, Bobo was Calypso. And,
Right,
there was a lot of shows where me and Marcus was sitting side by side. Right there, him and my pops. And, we're sitting side by side, sitting there as a fans. And none of these kids nowadays, they haven't made to where we had to make it. I mean, I had to show respect to you guys when I walked in that locker room in '92 because, you guys are already, number one, I'd already seen you guys because I was always a fan of you guys. And,
well, thank you.
you know, I had to always show respect. Nowadays, these youngsters come into they come into the business and they have no respect for the old timers.
Well, the reason is, for one, it's how they're trained. For two, and nothing against Bobo, I know he's still out there working and everything, but me and him are the last of the old timers.
Oh, yeah.
There's really no other guys from our era still working or in the business doing anything. And I
Greg,
mean, that's not a bad thing. I mean, they all retired and they just said, "I retired. I'm done."
most of them from that time are deceased now too, because looking at that poster, there's like in that main event, and
The majority, a lot of guys are gone. You're absolutely correct. They are gone. But the ones that are still here and they're sitting at home where they could be helping an organization, helping the guys, giving them what I do at WCWO. What I see the business change, it just shows how we worked. Now it's more move sets and stuff on that order, to where when I came up, we just beat the hell out of each other.
God, I'm telling you what,
So if we can get the guy to learn both sides of the coin, you got a hell of a worker.
I'm telling you right now, I can't count them. I can sit back and I can count. I can't even count the number of potatoes that I got from you guys when I was sharing that locker room. Because it's
You
like
know what? Okay,
there's a lot
you're
of times.
calling them potatoes, but we didn't. We did. That was us.
No, true, very true, very true.
Sorry.
I mean, uh, that's a true statement because like I said, there's a lot of guys that I shared that locker room with, and I've told Troy Miller this on many occasions. There's a lot of guys in this business now that couldn't have handled that bad boys of wrestling locker room back in the '90s.
Oh no. These kids wouldn't make it back in the day. They did. They'd be beat to death.
I mean, I'm telling you, man. I'm sitting here. I had a lot of battle scars, man. I had a lot of battle scars from somebody. Hell, I remember frequently at one of the shows we had here in Kokomo at the Roost, at the Buzzards Roost up there, where you kept saying, give me Junior, give me Junior, give me Junior." I'm like, "No, I don't want nothing to do with you, TJ."
Is that the one where I worked Bobby Colt?
No,
No,
that
that was another
uh,
one.
no, the at the Roost that was outside at the bar, and I'm pretty sure that you was probably working maybe. Um,
No, if it was in like a beer garden.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
in the
no, it was
Roost.
Bobby Colt. Yeah, it was me and Bobby Colt.
Yeah, oh yes, it was. Yes,
Yep,
and
it was me and
and
Bobby.
the show outside of Johnny's pizza place where the dude come up and went after Bobby, and Bobby knocked him off the fucking ring. Remember that?
Yeah.
Fuck that motherfucker.
He's lucky he didn't get his brain stomped out. But anyway,
Yeah, he
but
did. He
the
stepped come through there.
what I see difference with the business is the business is still the same. It's economics right now. It's just finances. Nobody has the money like they had back in the day. Because if you look at some of the older posters, look at the ticket prices.
Right.
$5.
Yeah,
$6. You know.
$7, $8, $10 high at the door. And yes,
Yeah,
I
that's
seen
with the name coming in.
that comment, Mike, but you know what? I knew what my job was. I knew that my job was putting people over. So I knew exactly that I really couldn't work, and I knew what I was there for, and I was doing my job. And I didn't have a problem putting people over because I knew that was my job. But as to being part of the many victories or many of the losses that I have went to somebody else's victories. And I put a lot of people over in my day. And to me it doesn't matter whether I got my shoulders pinned to the mat or not. I mean, I was there, I had some decent matches. I
never thought about it.
I had a gimmick that made me work, but I knew what my job was. My job was there to help put people over and do my job, do it fine. And I mean, I shared the ring with a lot of guys. I always sat there and said that I never ever would have been able to share the ring with
Jared.
Hey, that's fine, man. Hey, I had a gimmick that got me over, Jared. So, it is what it is, bub.
And Jared got his ass whipped quite a bit too. Don't let him fool you.
Jared got his ass whipped quite a bit. Yeah, you always got it taken, but Jared could never beat me straight up. Jared always,
here we go.
Jared always had to do the bullshit.
Billy Buzz.
Dude, yes. But the thing about it is, this is a job, man, where I had a gimmick. My gimmick got over, and I didn't have to do much. And I was lucky because I had people who did take care of me. So, Dice was a big part of that. Like I said, you were a big part of that, sharing the locker room. I learned a lot of stuff, and I learned respect about this business from you guys. And that's something that I always hold true to this day, because there's a lot of disrespect that goes around from the younger guys to the people that's broke them in the business and shit like that, man, I would have never ever done that shit to the people that do that now, to the people that's broke them in and carried them through. So, like I said, man, I never really had a chance to thank you for the shit that you've done for me over the years. But there it is.
You're welcome.
I appreciate you.
I appreciate the compliment.
I appreciate the work that you've done as a number of times. Marcus, I guess we kind of took that over,
That's all right.
TJ.
Before we go on, Tony, I do have more pictures. Can we show them real quick? Then we can move on.
Yeah.
All right. Chris, show them the tag team picture. I had to dig this one up. These are all main event guys. There they are.
Wow.
Jared Hogg, Little Hog. And then
a long time ago, yeah.
The bib overalls.
Yeah, man, that makes me feel.
He wrestled his cousin Bubba, but he also wrestled as Big Bubba, and he wrestled as the Tank Sherman at one time too. So he had multiple personas. This is the best I
wrestled him many a times.
And Mr.
Lamb was a good man.
He did work as a Master Blaster too there for a few shows too.
Yeah, that's true.
Under a hood.
And then I got one more that I actually picked up at that show in Frankfurt off that poster. Go ahead and show the last one.
What the fuck?
Yep, I picked that up that night there at Frankfurt. That was the promoter, owner, and the guy they were talking about. That's all.
What's he doing now?
He passed away a few years ago.
He passed away, yes.
Oh, I did not know that. Oh, rest in peace, brother.
Yeah, Marcus, what was it?
I think 2024.
23 or 24, I believe.
Wow. Well, that tells you how much I pay attention.
Yeah. Yeah, he was he
was a good guy. I liked him. He was a good kid. I don't really have anything bad to say about him. We had that one little incident, and other than that, it's not like I ain't never had those incidents before with other promoters, so
like I said, he, the one thing that he told me was, when I started in the business, he said, shut your ears, or, shut your mouth and open your ears, and you're going to learn a lot. And I mean, that went a long way. And never disrespect anybody. And I mean, I feel like I've held true to that over the years. And, I mean, I got to say that he took care of me for years as far as putting me in the right situations and taking care of me with people in the ring. And, I mean, he helped me out a lot to understand this business. And, um, I met a lot of great people, from this business. And, I mean, he was a big part of that. So.
Yeah, guys, I have a question. Kind of feeds into what you guys are talking about in a way, anyway. Uh, my question is the biggest positives you see with working with the young guys today, the newer generation, and also about the negatives. What's the biggest negative? I know because Hogs are promoted, been promoting. I know TJ's working with guys all the time now with WCWO, and so what's the biggest positive you see with the young guys, and the biggest negative?
The biggest negative I see is that they don't pay attention to each other's matches. They'll wind up sitting back in the back, and doing their thing and getting it all ready to go. I mean, we all know how the business works. Even the fans know how the business works, and they don't pay attention, and then you have some that are really wanting to listen and learn. Then you have others get complacent, I guess, is the problem with today, because with media, internet, and all that, they just get complacent with what they're doing. They don't try to up themselves from match to match. That's my personal opinion. That's all it is. It's a personal opinion. It ain't got nothing to do with nobody specific. So
I think personally myself, a negative for me is when everything is set up and ready to go, and they're not using ring time or time to themselves to try to learn spots to try to get better and do different things, where they just kind of sit around and chit chat where it doesn't mean anything. I think that's the biggest negative, because anytime you have an advantage like me, I never had an advantage to go to a place where a wrestling ring was set up, every day and go out there. I took bumps off my front fucking porch. I mean, that's how I got my training for, 30 or 40 minutes when we had show day. I'm get up there and run the ropes and take the bumps in the ring and stuff. So, I mean, if you have a ring set up and you have access to it before shows and whatever, you need it time to try to better yourself. I mean, that's a negative in my eyes, where I see nobody does that, because they all think that they're, superstars. And I mean, no, there's always, every show, every match is a learning experience, because like you're going to learn something from every freaking match that you have in your life, because you're not going to always wrestle the same person all the time. So you're always going to learn new people and new ways to work people. And I think a positive would be like, if you tell them something and they really get what you're saying.
yes,
I mean, that's a positive, because like I see now, I mean, and also too, I think a negative is there's not too many gimmicks anymore in wrestling, where everybody's just trying to be a personality. There needs to be more gimmicks, because gimmicks, as a person, you have to know how to work your gimmick. And if
and in
everybody,
some cases, a gimmick will get you over. Whether
yeah,
your work can be but your gimmick can blow you up.
first case, man. I mean, I'm living proof. I mean, I'm living proof. When I stuck my head out through that curtain, when that violin hit, and I mean, everybody knew what time it was, I went out and had fun. As Jared says, we know Jared Bird don't lie. I mean, which that's a lie right there, I said, because Jared Bird lied. But I mean, he said I couldn't work, and I'll say it. I'll be the first to say it. I couldn't work, but my gimmick gave me whatever I had. At the end of the night, when it comes to the end of the night, I had kids coming up wanting autographs, tugging on my bibs, trying to, hey, will you sign this? Will you sign this? You done great. And I mean, that was after a loss.
But
So I didn't.
it also helps to have the guy working. You can work your gimmick with you.
True, true,
That helps.
true.
I don't know what got me over. I mean, I did what I was taught when I was working for Bruiser. I mean, just because when I was trained, I was never trained to be a baby at all, period. I was trained strictly to be a heel. That's all I was trained to be. I was never trained to be on the other side of the fence. So,
I think that really, basically, I don't really know if you need to be. I don't even really know if you need to be trained to be baby, because if you
it's
look at
it's attitude. That's all it is. It's just your attitude.
it, even though I mean we know that, like, okay, you could sit there and say Hulk Hogan was baby, but the thing about it is I mean, when you look at Hulk Hogan done a lot of heel stuff too when he was freaking when he was working back. I mean, before he was in Hollywood and stuff. Like, okay, it's like they do it.
Yeah, when he did AWA and when he came over and worked for Bruiser and stuff, yeah, he was heel.
So, I mean, a lot of it is, working baby is, hey, they do it to me, I'm going to do it back to them. And that's what's going to get the crowd there, because I mean, I don't, I mean, I know, but a lot of people now can't be strictly heels, because there is no heels being heels anymore. I don't see that. I mean, you got to know babies need to be babies and heels need to be heels. And I don't really know that everybody who's tried to be a heel, I mean, they don't know really the logic. I mean, I see a lot of
they want to be bad guys. That's all.
And
the problem that what they forget is a heel does not wrestle.
Right. Exactly.
A heel kicks, stomps, punches you in the face, and stretches them rules as far as he can freaking stretch them.
The baby face comes back, boom, heel cuts them off, takes it away from him. Exactly.
But
I mean, it's the business part.
What it is the psychology's gone, and the guys are too worried about their moves
because they watch wrestling every night. They watch.
I tell them straight up: you want to watch wrestling, go watch YouTube, watch the 80s and 90s WCW stuff. Flair and Arn Anderson and Tully Blanchard and all that. You can learn some shit.
You can't.
I agree, because in my opinion, now they're so worried about the moves that they don't even worry about storytelling. It's all, like you said, TJ. It's all about the moves.
Everything now is flip flop and fly. I mean, look at the
flop and fly. I like that.
But I mean, look at when people, I mean, the storytelling between Dusty Rhodes and I mean, Dusty Rhodes and the Road Warriors when they took out the eye and all that shit, the Horsemen and Rhodes and all that stuff. That's great storytelling right there.
Well, I mean, they forget about their fans. I mean, sometimes these guys get caught up in their match and they forget there's people there watching them. I really do. I think they forget. So we really stress on them down at WCWO. You got to work with the fans. And we noticed that Saturday night, didn't we, Marcus?
Yes.
Some of them did, some of them didn't. And when you don't work with the fans in your match, they don't pay no attention to your match. They want to be involved.
Yeah, well, I always try to tell people that the easiest thing to do with I try to explain stuff is, when the match starts, they're on the outside of the ring, but when the match finishes, they're going to be right inside with you. I mean, basically, you took them through everything as far as everywhere you're at. And at the inside, when you ended it and you've done everything properly, boom, they're standing right there next to you in their mind.
Well, that's what I love still about being in the business and still being able to wrestle. They look at me as an old man till I get in there and start kicking the shit out of somebody. And then I say, well, now what do you think?
Exactly. So.
I mean, this coming up, actually next week or the week after will mark my 40th when I started. And you didn't mention my birthday either, you asshole.
Was your birthday this week?
My birthday comes up Sunday, the 7th.
Do you have it labeled on Facebook that way?
Probably.
Well, if you don't, that's why
I'm just giving you a hard time. I can care less. Everybody knows I'm
a happy birthday, whether you like it or not. Happy
TJ's going to have a big left for you, Marcus.
I'm going to be 66 years old at March 7th.
I'm just
TJ.
March 7th. That's a week away yet. You'll be on next week's show.
I'll put this out there right now. I don't give birthdays anymore on Facebook, so I mean, if people,
I don't care.
If people look for them from me, it's not going to happen because I don't do birthdays anymore. But
I don't know. I mean, I've had a great career. I can't complain about nothing I've done. I never made a big deal out of the WWF stuff and the WCW stuff. When I came back, I'm like, I'm like him. It was a job, you know. I got called. They asked me to come, and got told to go. And
I mean, I was, you know, I sit back and watched you guys as enhanced talent on, you know, on some of the shows on WCW, but I always think that I was a local promotion enhanced talent because I was always there to put the guys over. So, you know, I mean, I knew my job. So, you know, I mean, that's the way I kind of look
but
and
here's
see
the
it.
thing, though. If you were having fun, that's what I'm saying is there's where the guys, everybody gets this. You did your job, you know. You got the guys. That wasn't why you got into the business. You got into the business because you wanted to be a professional wrestler, and you got into the business because you wanted to do it and have fun.
Yeah. And
To me, I tell the guys, if you're not having no fun in the ring, if you're not enjoying yourself, go home.
yeah. I mean, I had a lot of fun
I don't
matches.
regret nothing in this business.
No,
Nothing.
I would never have any regrets. I could never say I had any regrets because it was always good to me. I've met a lot of good people, a lot of interesting people, and a lot of great people through this business, and I wouldn't change it for the world, man.
I met Undertaker, Mark. I was doing a show in Southern Illinois. He came in and replaced Bruiser Brody on a show after Brody got killed. So I met Mark, and I'd worked a couple shows with him. Next thing I see, he's on WCW. I said, "What the hell?"
TJ,
You know?
when you started 40 years ago, any chance in your mind you thought you would still be doing this 40 years later when you first started?
No,
After the first,
no. But
probably, the hell am I doing it next week?
what? Yeah, so what I've always said about myself has been kind of odd. I mean, I believe. You know, you believe in reincarnation, that's great. If you don't, you're great. But in my opinion, I think in my past life, I must have been a wrestler because I had no problems picking up this career and doing it. And here's the thing, I don't like people. I don't like being in crowds. I don't like none of that shit. But I was working Bear Force security when I got started. That's how I found out about Regal School. And I tried to start doing this when I was 15 and couldn't get into it. I've always wanted to be a professional wrestler since I was a little kid. And then when I got the chance to do it, it was on like Donkey Kong. I worked 3-4 days a week for 20 plus years. Every week. I was never home. That's why it cost me marriages.
TJ, who was your wrestler as a kid? Who was the guy you liked?
Dick the Bruiser.
Okay. Yep.
That's who
What
I
about you,
watch
Hog?
every Sunday, Channel 6, Sunday at noon.
Well,
I mean, that's what I grew up on. I didn't know nothing about WCW or WWF until cable came around.
me personally, myself, I would have to say, you know, I mean, I'm Bruiser guy too, man, because you know, I mean, I love the our area product, but you know, I mean, it's like, and you know, Ox Baker,
Yep.
gosh, man, I had a
Moose
freaking
Cholock, Ox Baker, the Valiant Brothers.
like 4 years old, and I had a T-shirt that my mom and dad had bought me of Ox, and I finally
That's cool.
small T-shirt. I mean, like a tiny T-shirt, and as a grown man, I was able to go up to
Hey,
him
Jeremy.
times and say, "Look, man, I used to wear this damn T-shirt right here." You know, I mean, it's like that's how boom. I mean, it was like Jesus.
Yeah, I remember going to Bruiser shows at the Coliseum at the fairgrounds when I was a kid.
My all-time favorite, man. I love Macho Man. I think Randy Savage is the greatest, ever to lace up a pair of boots. And I mean, I'm a big Undertaker guy too. So I mean, I love that guy.
Yeah, I'm Big Jake the Snake.
Yeah, I seen the Bruiser stuff too, guys, because I'm 62. So I went to a match, went to Newcastle and seen the Blackjack Mulligan and Lanza against Bruiser and Crusher in Newcastle. I seen Bobby Heenan against Billy Red Cloud in a chain match. I remember that. So I probably started 69, 70, 60. I can remember that stuff. Now, one of my favorite guys was pretty much enhancement talent. He didn't win very often. He won sometimes. A gentleman by the name of Prince Pullins. He growing up as a kid, he was my favorite for a long time.
Yeah, he was out of Anderson, wasn't he?
I think so. He was originally a bodybuilder,
Yeah.
But he didn't win. He didn't win a lot. But of course, I was a big Sailor Art Thomas fan, and like you said, Moose and Wilbur Snyder, and all those guys. All those guys are just
Lake.
fantastic.
Gotta put in Greg Lake and the Patriot.
Oh yeah, there you go, the Patriot.
Yes, the Patriot and Greg Lake, man. That Greg Lake was the first guy that gave me he was my very first match, and worked him when he was working the Patriot, and that's lifelong friend right there. Marcus,
I worked with him on his last show.
Yeah,
yes,
he just retired last year. So
he's a great guy. He's a great guy, really great guy.
Hey, Chris,
great.
have you heard anything from?
no, he's not. He hasn't looked at it yet.
Okay.
But
Let's send him a link. He hasn't
No, I
looked.
haven't heard nothing.
Okay.
We got a
Guys,
Dirty
I've got.
Bird in there. Matt, Dirty Bird, Jared. I seen Spider Murphy was in here earlier.
Yep. I've got this list here, top 10 list of it's an internet site that does these called top 10s. And it's the top 10 most important people in pro wrestling history. Think more big time, more big time wrestling. And
okay.
all of us will get a guess. I've got the top 10 here. We'll let our guests go first. We'll let Hog go and then TJ. What do you think? Who's the most important people in wrestling history?
Now, are you talking about from the start till now, or it just in the past?
Well, most of these names, it kind of stretches. There's a name probably from before my time.
Okay.
He probably was wrestling. Was wrestling, but I don't remember seeing him personally. A lot from the there's a couple from the 70s, 80s, 90s. The latest one is probably, well, one just retired a few years ago, probably 6 years ago.
Okay.
But there are a couple from probably the 60s, 50s, 60s on.
What's the question again?
Most important pro wrestling, the top 10 most important people in pro wrestling history.
People. Doesn't have to be a pro wrestler. It's just people.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be a wrestler, a manager, promoter.
So in other words, it could be a wrestler, promoter, manager, but somebody that contributed highly to keeping the business alive as it was then.
I'd say Hogan.
Hogan is number. He said Hogan. Hogan's number 2 on the list.
For me, it'd be Hulk Hogan because it's like also too, you got to look at the fact where they tried to do the same thing to Dusty Rhodes as they did to Hogan, and it didn't work. So but I would have to say overall, I think that for me it would have had to been Hulk Hogan, because I think Hulk bring everybody together, because I don't know anybody who really wasn't a Hulkamaniac. I mean, you were still, if you didn't like Hulk or didn't want to admit to it, you were still a freaking closet Hulkamaniac, because when you heard him and you seen him come through, or you seen him doing the Hulk up, I mean, man, that had to get you fired up. I don't care who it was, what it was. I mean, you just, so much of that guy that he brought to the fucking ring and to the business was amazing.
He was number 2 on the list. What about you, TJ?
I'd have to say Ric Flair. No offense to Hogan, but Hogan brought wrestling into the mainstream because of cable and everything, and the money backing him he had. I'm not saying he didn't do a good job, and he brought the fans in, but if you really look at it, that's when the business started going kind of sideways.
I agree with you, but he did not make their list. Ric Flair did not make this list. That's amazing. That's unbelievable.
How would I know that Jerry Bird would say Mike King?
Yeah, for sure. What about you, Marcus? Who you think?
Probably Vince.
Vince was number 1. Vince McMahon was
number 1. That's almost a given.
Chris, you want to do a guess, or you?
Well, Marcus stole the one I was going to go with, but I'll go. I'm going to go with Stone Cold Steve Austin, because
he's number 5 on the list.
That feud with Vince kind of blew
Look,
everything.
we got Mr. Kraft in that. We got Mr. Kraft, the attorney in the chat here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I guess Friday's he's going to announce who his client is.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have no idea who it is. None.
Okay, give another guess, Hog.
I would probably go with Jesus, man. I, my personal, I mean, I'm more personal than anything. I would say Dusty Rhodes done a lot for the business.
Yeah, I 100% agree. I think he should have been a top 3. He's not on this list.
And I mean, it doesn't surprise
Are
me that
you? Well, whoever's writing that list, they don't know what the hell they're thinking about.
We
That's
get
what it
that.
sounds
We want to
like.
see some of these lists.
Yeah, yeah. I agree with you. Okay, TJ.
Undertaker.
Undertaker was number 6. Marcus?
Dusty Rhodes, the greatest mind we ever had in this business.
One of them.
No, I guess
Lord have mercy.
we'll go Vern Gagne.
Vern Gagne not on the list.
wow.
Hog?
Man, I don't know. I would say, as far as
I know two.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a few more too.
Yeah, Rip Rogers not on the list. Somebody posted that. There's been a couple posts that people had some people that was on there. Cornette's not on the list either.
I would probably say that you're gonna. I mean, you know, Bret Hart had to make that list.
Bret Hart is not on the list.
Is his dad?
His dad is.
Right.
Stu is on the list.
Now that's crazy.
What about Vince Senior? Jared had asked that one.
Yeah.
No, Vince Senior's not on here either.
Wow.
The Rock.
Well, The Rock, you know he's on there.
The Rock's not on here either.
Are we back to
Man,
Mania?
I'm telling you what, whoever these people are that are making these lists up, they must not even really watch wrestling to see what the hell's going on.
Well, there's a couple names on here that you guys are going to say, yeah, they should have been on here. One was really big in the 60s and 70s, probably retired in the 80s. Another one was big in the 70s and 80s. I'll give you a hint on this one. Really, really helped Hogan's career. Helped make Hogan.
Iron Sheik.
Nope, Sheik's not on it. But that's a good one, though, because Sheik did help make him. But somebody else helped make him, too.
Oh shit.
Well, how about Fritz? Is Fritz Von Erich on there?
Fritz is not on there either.
Wow. That list.
It was my list, man. Not
Freddie
Fritz's.
Blassie. Freddie Blassie.
It wasn't my fault.
Freddie Blassie's not on there either.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of
Marcus,
who Hogan
you
was all
should
with.
know two of these, Marcus.
Jimmy Hart.
Nope.
Mr. Kraft said Jimmy Hart as well.
Okay, Marcus, I can tell you how one of them's one of your favorite wrestlers. Not really.
Goldberg? No.
No. Goldberg's not on the list either. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys number 10. Number 10 was Shawn Michaels.
Oh, fuck Shawn Michaels.
Piper?
You guys got more guess? Okay, but one guy's a real old timer, probably more 50s and 60s. One's a manager. One
Paul
helped make
Heyman.
Hogan. Paul Heyman's on the list. Yes, number 7.
One that made
And then-
Hogan.
Was that
He
Vince
helped-
Senior?
No,
Is that why Hogan was at WWF before, or was he at AWA?
WWF.
Well, it wasn't that guy.
Andre.
On
Heenan.
Heenan didn't make the list.
Heenan didn't make
Jimmy
the
Hart.
list.
No.
That right there disqualifies the list.
Bruno.
Yeah,
did.
Well,
yeah,
Heenan
Bobby
didn't
Heenan's-
make the list. Jimmy Hart didn't make the list.
Bobby
And-
Heenan's the best. Bobby Heenan's the best manager of all time.
Yeah.
Regardless.
The only
hands down.
manager
And
made it was
Dusty
Paul
didn't make the
Heyman.
list, and Rick didn't
Yeah,
make the
Ric
list.
Flair,
The list
yeah,
ain't worth
yeah.
a shit.
Okay, guys, we got 2 left.
Bruno.
Both of them, one was big probably in the 50s. The other one was big in the heyday, probably
Luthez.
60s, 70s.
Betty Rogers.
Okay, let me give you a hint here. Probably may not have been Ric Flair if it wasn't for this
Nature
guy.
Boy Buddy Rogers.
Betty Rogers.
No, not Buddy Rogers.
Rose.
Mm-mm.
Is it the one? Isn't he the one that went to Portland and feuded with Piper?
Yeah, Buddy Rose, yeah. But
Buddy
it's
Rose.
not him. Yeah, it's
Nope.
not him.
Well, there was another nature, a Landell.
Yeah,
I
it
would
wasn't
think-
him.
I was going to say, I wouldn't think it'd be him.
Well, but he did Nature Boy too, though.
This guy wasn't Flair wasn't a complete takeoff on him, but he was the guy that kind of he was
Gorgeous
really
George.
Flashy. Gorgeous George. Okay.
Oh,
Number 8. We got one left, and Marcus, you gonna kick yourself.
Probably
Big,
will.
huge box office guy in the 70s. Box office, not necessarily TV. Box office.
Mr. T.
No, not box office wrestling.
Oh,
Bruiser.
Nope.
box office
Was it
wrestling.
Bruno?
He
'Cause Bruno was put up.
he wrestled in Indy with Bruiser, but he was also big in another
Crusher?
area.
Crusher.
Nope.
Sheik.
If I give you this hint, you guys are gonna get it.
The Japanese dude that did the Bond movies.
Okay, I'm gonna give you the hint. Sold out the Garden 2,000 million times.
And was it Bruno?
Yes, Bruno. Bruno
Well,
was
he
number
said
3.
that. Mr. Kraft
didn't
and I
know
was
that?
saying Bruno. Yeah, you just.
Well,
was
I didn't see the thing where it said Bruno.
Well, yeah, but
I
I
didn't
said
know
Bruno as well. So
Oh, did you? I didn't see that.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't
all
hear
right.
that. Sorry.
Kelly's got her question in there, Chris. So you're going to have to go way up the top and ask that question. People in
Okay.
the chat were answering it. I'm not winning this week at all.
I don't know. You might have a shot.
No, not according to the chat. I don't, because they're voting for her on the chat already.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah. The chat, you screwed. Oh no, Chris heard you or not.
I'm
He's
looking
probably
for
got to
it.
go and find
He's
it.
looking for. Yeah, I don't know that list. How you have Stu Hart over Bret Hart, Ric Flair, and
But
Dusty
why
Rhodes.
would Stu even be on the list? Yeah,
Other
he
than
hadn't wrestled. He hadn't wrestled. He hadn't promoted in years, and he barely had been training guys.
Here's the question.
I think Jericho and one other were kind of the last group that went through the dungeon.
Yeah.
Lance Storm.
Yeah, but like you said, that was the tail end of Stu doing anything. So why would? I mean, you didn't put Dusty Rhodes on there. I mean, my God,
In my opinion, Dusty should have been 3 or 4.
in the top 5 anyway.
Yes, Mr. Kraft.
I agree with Andre being up there pretty high because I mean he was such an attraction.
Well, I'm surprised Jerry Lawler wasn't on there too, because he made Memphis.
Well, okay, here's the thing though. Andre was an attraction, but he really didn't do what your questions asked. He didn't really make the only contribution he made was being that he was 8 foot fucking tall and 400 pounds.
Well, he wasn't that big match with Hogan there, and that sold all them tickets.
And if it, Vince did do a good job with the business. I got to give him credit. He brought it into mainstream, but when he started, to me, I started disliking it when he started running around buying up everybody.
Yeah. Well, yeah,
that's what hurt the business. He took away all your competition.
Yep.
Yep.
I mean, now we got competition for WWE, which I don't know if all the rumors are true, but it sounds like they're having WrestleMania problems.
Yeah.
So
the ticket prices are just too much.
It's crazy.
Pricing themselves out, and going back to Las Vegas for 2 years in a row is a mistake. They should have never went to Las Vegas 2 years in a row. You guys see the question from Kelly? She wants to know who your favorite super fan is, Marcus or Kelly?
Kelly. I don't know why he asks that question every show, and there ain't nobody pick Marcus.
They can't pick her. They pick her.
It's a tie.
Okay. Got another tie, Marcus.
Well, I got
the chat for both of
them. Matt Ware says Kelly. Jared says Kelly. Hey Calhoun says Kelly. Mr. Kraft wants to know who's paying, and then he'll decide whoever pays for it. It has to be Kelly because I don't have any money. So
Kelly's got the money. I've seen that for a fact.
Yeah, because I always send you to Kelly.
Chris, have you guys heard anything from Mr.
While we're sitting here carrying on, Marcus told me at Saturday show you guys are trying to do a revamp a little bit of your show. So when you guys are starting to talk about, especially on the independent scene, when you're talking about some of these guys and their matches and stuff, see if you can get them to send you clips of their matches, or send you their matches, and you can cut them up into clips while you're talking about them. You can show the people who they are.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because we can sit here and talk about everybody, but like a lot of the guys Marcus mentioned about some of these shows that I don't have a clue. That's another reason the business is like it is. There's too many people. Everybody and their brother wants to be a professional wrestler now.
Well, yeah, there's probably, and look, I'm the last person to say this, but I've heard I'll just repeat what I've heard other wrestlers and promoters say. There's probably people doing wrestling that has no business doing it.
You're absolutely correct. Because
and that's, and I'm not putting nobody down.
You're right. I'm not either. If you're doing it, you're doing it. But you're right. There's a lot of people that shouldn't be doing it because they're dangerous.
Now, my only criticism would be if you're going to do it, do everything you can to get trained properly. Just make every effort. And I know some people ain't got the money to go to school, but there's still, I think that most people prefer you go to school and learn the right way. But I understand some people are not fortunate enough, may not have the money, may not have the time. Time can be a big issue. Some people work jobs where it's hard for them to get into a school. They may be free on a Saturday or Sunday where they could go wrestle. But if you're going to do that, you got to find a way to get ring time with somebody that's knowledgeable and that can teach you the
Marcus
right way.
knows, like he was like Shane was saying, guys getting ring time in the ring set up. Our ring was full of people, wasn't it, Marcus?
Yes, they were practicing all throughout the thing.
So
Hank, no, I will not. We will be at NGW in Crawfordsville Saturday.
And but then you got a lot of promotions out here too that shouldn't be out here either. I'll keep them comments to myself, but there's a lot of promotions.
We know who you're talking about. Did you guys have questions for us? Did you come up with questions for us?
Who, me?
Yeah, you or Shane, either one.
No, not really. You guys do a good job. You really do. I just, like me and you were talking, Marcus, you guys are trying to revamp. I just think if you get a little more content, it's a great show. I usually watch it every time it's on. I don't watch your NFL and NBA and all that. I don't watch all that stuff you do, but even on the AEW and WWE stuff, when you're talking about a match, you need to, if nothing else, just show a still picture of the guys or something to give somebody content on what you're talking about.
Yep.
Who is your all three of you guys? Who is your favorite independent professional wrestler worker of all time that you've seen?
Independent?
Yes.
Okay. What do we do?
Like
nobody that's been signed. Nobody signed.
Like our indie shows, like anybody. I know Chris. I know you and Chris. You and Tony will probably have the same question because it's all you guys have always been a curtain jerker for Jared Bird.
No. But he's one of my favorites, but no.
Your favorite.
So can I say favorite. Bruiser, or is Bruiser going to be classified independent or territorial?
I'm thinking more like us,
okay.
like now, like after Bruiser time. Okay. Like I would call us more independent.
I got it.
Mine is IK3.
Yeah, mine's IK3.
I think since we've been involved in going to independent shows, he's the best. He's the best my personal opinion. He's the best I've seen. He's been one of my favorites to watch.
I agree with that too, and probably my second favorite probably be Zay Gates.
Marcus.
Oh, I'm going back further. I'm Dice Man.
Dice.
The first time I seen Dice Man actually was on that show we just talked about.
In February, at the 30 years, right.
That I felt, and I liked Itch because just the way those guys could pull a crowd.
Right.
They just knew how to work a crowd.
They can work the crowd, tell the story. Like they had
guys that work a crowd.
They had you in the palm of the hand since the first time the music hit.
Right. And then if you ever go south to Kentucky, there's a guy down there we've had on our show called Give me a second. See, now I feel bad. Give me a second. Oh, guys, come on, help me with who's the
Is
promoter?
that the guy with the mask on from that one show?
No, I feel terrible. His son works too.
Diamond.
Yeah, I don't know. I had a Tony moment. Scott Diamond.
TJ, who's your all-time favorite tag team partner?
I'd say Austin James.
Yeah.
When me and him started tagging together as the high rollers.
The cheese and tea party.
Well, I mean, when
That's
we
the
worked,
funniest thing I've ever seen.
oh, they're at the school show with
The cheese and tea party. Those
with
dresses.
Rampage Radisson and Rob Kincaid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
fun.
got it, Kelly. I had a break for it. Chris helped me. Kelly's yelling Scott Diamond out of the other room.
Somebody posted another one. Somebody posted another one that I know Chris is one of
But
his
my all-time
favorites.
favorite partner would be Austin because we worked so well together and that we never had to. We knew what each other was thinking at all times. Now, if you're talking about me for my independent guys, I'm gonna have to go with War Ready Malenko.
He's one of my favorites to watch too. Malenko.
Yep.
He's been one of my favorites to watch since the first time I saw him.
Malenko's my guy. I'm really a Malenko fan. And now I gotta say Zach Nova. I like the new attitude.
Didn't get to see a lot of it Saturday, but I'm ready to see that new persona.
I love Vinny Fischetti too, guys. No, he's retired now, but
VIP baby.
Yep. love the gimmick.
Well, that's some heroes there now.
Yeah.
We won't have things like that anymore until the guys are ready to start doing, and really become all-round workers where it's not about what you do in the ring, it's about how the crowd reacts to you.
And that's how I pick my matches.
Well,
the match may not be that good, but if the crowd's into it.
Jared.
I think that I just think that a lot of people sometimes when they're in a position to go out there and perform every night on a regular basis like they do, sometimes they take it for granted too, because as I sit here now, last match was in 22, which give me, that give me 30 years, and which I had a few years break, but I really wish that I could still be a performer, because being on the backside of the show, seeing what happens behind the curtain is a lot different too. But I think that it's more fun when you are a performer and can go through the ups and downs of trying to tell the story about your character and everything that happens. I really miss the business, and I wish my body wouldn't have wore out on me too soon, because I feel like I had a hell of a lot more that I could have given, so I could start, I could have at least tried to work a little bit better, than what I did. As Jarrett says, I can't work. I could have tried. I could have made people believe. But like I said, when you do hang up the boots for good, you definitely miss the business, because there's nothing like going in on a Saturday night, going to a live show, seeing 200 fans that you're out there entertaining for, and just feeling that rush, because it gives you a chance to get out of your everyday bullshit life and escape, for 20 minutes plus, or hell, 10 minutes plus, whatever. Gives you a chance to be somebody special. And don't take it for granted, because, it's like once you say you can't do it no more, you totally fucking miss it. I miss it every day. But like I said, I've met a lot of great people through this business. Great friends, people that I share the ring with, it's been nothing but fun for me. So, I mean, I mean, getting to be on, I don't know much, but getting to be on shows like this and talking a little bit about, my beliefs, my opinions and stuff like that, it means something to somebody. But like I said, I really think that every one of you guys, no matter what part of the business you guys are in, you all are doing fantastic work, and I really think that it's amazing. I mean, for TJ to be going in a 40th year now, still lacing up the boots and helping pass on his knowledge to some younger guys, and hopefully,
As long as there's breath in me, I will talk to every kid that comes through the door. It doesn't
hopefully,
matter.
they'll try to soak up that knowledge and learn a little bit. Marcus is a super fan. Marcus has seen a lot of people. I mean, Marcus has been through me. He's been, on my side since day one, since I, hell, when I wore the hood as the executioner. And then when I come out and, I mean, had I not, I mean, it's a special, it's special. And I mean, I look back and, I've been a good part of a lot of stuff, like I put a lot of great people over, had a lot of interesting matches with Jared Bird, Mike King. Um, So yeah, had a chance to work some Hall of Famers, something I said I would never do. Yeah, so I mean, I've had a good run, and hopefully, people just understand that whether or not they think that I know what the hell's going on, I kind of think that I have a good kind of like have a good mind for the business. But no, I definitely had fun. So it's
Yeah,
been
I can't imagine the high that you guys feel when you guys are in the ring at any time of your career competing at whether you're a face or a heel and you're getting over and the crowd is reacting to you the way you want them to react. I can't imagine what that feeling is like. I mean,
Oh,
because I mean,
for me, it's for me. But here's the thing: early in my career, I never interacted with the fans in my character or however you want to look at it. I never interacted with them. I never said anything to them. I never talked to them. I never interacted with them when I was in the ring. I would look at them. I just give them a shitty look because I was hired to do a job. I was hired to come in there and kick the shit out of whoever I was in the ring with, and that's what my persona was. Uh, and as far as it went, I didn't really start interacting with the crowd till I got older because they just want, they all want to call me old man, go to retirement home, blah, 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 that, and the other. Well, you know what? I'm at 66 years old. I'm still crawling through these ropes. And if you got anything to say, crawl up there with me and see what you can do.
yeah, I'm just
will
so
not
fortunate.
stop. I am wrestling till I am 70. I ain't got to
That's what
wrestle
you
every
said.
night. I ain't got to wrestle every show. But I will be an active wrestler until I'm 70 years old. Right now, I do color commentating. I help guys with their matches. I help with the training the best that I can. I mean, I don't understand this new style of flipping and flop like he was saying. I can't do all that. But if they want to learn how to ground and pound, I'm your man. But you got to know how to work. You got to know how to work with the crowd, though. If a guy learns how to be a heel, he don't have to do nothing. He really don't. I really don't do shit. And the crowd hates me.
Yeah.
Well, they don't know what to think about me. That's half of it. Some of them like me, some of them don't. They're just not real sure.
Yeah, I've seen it firsthand. Most definitely. Yeah, I'm just so fortunate that Chris started this up almost 5 years ago.
Yeah,
I wouldn't even plan to be a part of it. He was doing it with somebody else, another relative named Gonzalez and a best friend named Gonzalez. Well, then they dropped out. Well, I kind of fit in because my name was Gonzalez, and I loved wrestling, loved sports. So it's been huge for me. It's been a dream come through, a dream that I didn't know back when I was a little kid, I always dreamed about being a sportscaster and stuff. But heck, I forgot about that stuff a long time ago. Life gets thrown in your face, so I forgot about that. So getting
Right.
this opportunity to go out there and I'm doing 7 or 8 podcasts a week now with sports and wrestling and meeting Marcus and I know it's been a dream. I'm not trying to speak for you, Marcus, but I know it's been a dream come through to you to be able to do this, commentate and do these shows. And I think Chris is having a good time, and I think we're getting ready to get back on the road. So I'm excited. We've had a little time where we couldn't go out, but it looks like that's going to change hopefully soon. So, but hey, we appreciate you guys being on. You guys, and real quick, I want to thank Mr. Hogg, because you was a part. I think the second show that I wasn't even doing commentating. The second show my son and them did was with you. The first show was with
the Kokomo show.
Right.
Yeah, the Kokomo show, and the first one was with Jared Bird. So I got to thank Jared Bird, and then I'll say WCWO, of course, because we're you guys are like family to us also. So I think maybe
the third show we done was the WCWO veteran show. Was the third show.
Veteran show, yeah. So that was the third show. So kind of 1, 2, 3.
I'm laughing about that one because that's before I even knew these guys.
Yes,
but I kept hearing them talking. Like, who in the hell is talking back there? It's like because they were at the door.
Well,
I didn't know you guys were back there commentating yet. But
I seen Marcus at the Kokomo show. Didn't know who he was. And then we went to a WCWO show to watch, and somebody had made a chair for Marcus and give him a chair. Well, I thought the chair looked pretty cool, so I went up to Marcus and said, "Hey, can I look at your chair?" And introduced myself, and that's how I met Marcus originally. Was a WCWO and him looking at that chair that somebody gave him, and then we got to know each other and was talking and stuff. And then one day I just asked him, "Hey, you want to come commentate?" And the rest is history.
Been stuck with him since.
Yeah, that's true.
And I want to thank everybody that's letting me commentate when you're not there.
Yeah, definitely.
ACW lets me. Joey lets me do the road shows. So
that's awesome.
Yep.
Well, I don't think we're gonna have another
You're
guest.
You're gonna be busy,
guys.
Marcus. We got a lot coming up.
Well, I know we do. Can we ask that one more question? There's one more in there.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
There's two more.
Tanner,
We'll get
tell me
out of
about
here.
the big man. Favorite big man. It's up there a couple.
You talking about favorite big man wrestler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, yeah.
Bruiser Brody. No
I
doubt.
was real partial to Bruiser, but as a kid, first time seeing him was wrestling Bruiser and him, a big cat earning lad. Him having that damn thumb wrapped up.
He was a good big man.
Mine
I
would probably be
enjoyed
Bigelow.
Bam Bam Bigelow.
So who's mine?
Brody.
No. Crusher Blackwell. Jerry Blackwell.
Crusher Blackwell. Yes, I forgot.
Yep.
Go gimmick. I'm gonna go gimmick, man. I'm gonna say a favorite of mine. I'm not saying he's the best big man, but I mean, as far as like favorite of my favorite, I'm gonna say Kamala.
That's a good one.
I mean, Kamala really didn't do anything, but man, that gimmick was fucking.
Yeah,
fun.
he did. That's another one of those. He didn't have to do anything. He had 4 basic deals he did, and the character and the gimmick got him. You call it gimmick, I call it a character. It's the same thing. That's what got him over. Because before he started doing that, he couldn't do shit.
Right.
AJ Bradley, what's up, brother?
Yeah, AJ, you're right. We did
What's up, brother?
high school meets, and we definitely need to
Yes, I agree.
try to make that happen again next season. I'd love to do some more high school meets.
Yeah,
That was a blast.
I agree with that. Yep, I agree.
And
Well, guys-
congratulations to your nephew on his second place finish over the weekend. He done a
State
great job.
champion-
I thought he was going to
championship.
win that match. He was right there.
Yeah, I thought
Yeah,
it was
Rich's
too.
grandson wrestles. I think he wrestles down in Brownsburg.
Who's that?
Who is it?
Itch.
Oh, okay.
Really? Yeah, because
Yeah.
Brownsburg got second in state this year. They won it last year, but they got second this year.
Yeah, I love Yokozuna as well.
Yeah, Yokozuna.
Yeah,
was awesome.
Yokozuna was a good one.
Well, guys, we appreciate you guys being on tonight. I don't think our
Hey,
other guest
appreciate
is.
you on.
Yeah, got it.
Yeah, appreciate you having me on. So
Oh yeah, anytime. We'll have you guys on again, definitely. And hopefully everybody has a good night. And we'll see everybody.
We have any shows for this weekend? I know we
Yes.
got the Dub Friday night, 11:51
Yes.
Kentucky Avenue.
That's their big
Thanks
show.
for doing that.
NGW's in Crawfordsville. Wrestling Theology's in Anderson, and JICW's down around the Bloomington area.
Okay.
And that's the
Somebody's
ones
running down around Bloomington. Wow.
hang on, I'll tell you where it's at.
You say at JICW, is that group out of Martinsville?
Yes.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Matt Sterling works for them.
Yeah, he's taking on Jordan Davis Saturday. It's in Steinsville Elementary School in Steinsville, Indiana.
Okay. That's right outside Bloomington.
Okay.
Well, guys, we appreciate. Hey, Hog, want to go ahead and plug your show real quick? I know it's 2 or 3 weeks away.
Yes. We will be starting back up in March 21st, Saturday, March 21st in Sharpsville, Indiana. We open up the season. Come out. Hopefully you guys will be entertained. We try to entertain everybody very well. So yeah, starting back up the 21st, 7 p.m. Sharpsville Gym. Yeah, come out.
Most definitely. They do a great job. Of course, WCWO is fantastic too. So check out all independent wrestling. Hey, support independent wrestling. Very important.
Yes, sir.
Support these guys. Again, appreciate everybody for watching, and we'll see you guys soon.
Yes,
All right, man.
Please
See
hit
ya.
that subscribe
Thank
button
you.
on
Later.
YouTube. Please hit that subscribe button on YouTube at Gonzo'S Sports Room.
That'd be absolutely devastating.
Here, this is Joey Owens' show. They've been trying to get me on this broadcast forever, and this is the worst damn broadcast I've ever been on. So you all can kiss my